I want to share a couple books with you that have been very meaningful in my life and also in my relationship with my daughter. She grabbed it and said, "We need to read this one together." It's an old one. It's called Stories for the Extreme Teen's Heart. We have read this over and over again. This is really her favorite, and I have loved it. I've had moments of crying, actually, with this book. There were a couple of stories where I could barely even finish the story. She marked this one story, and I want to share it with you guys. It says, "It's up to you. One song can spark a moment. One flower can wake the dream. One tree can start a forest. One bird can herald spring. One smile begins a friendship. One hand clasp lifts a soul. One star can guide a ship at sea. One word can frame the goal. One vote can change a nation. One sunbeam lights a room. One candle wipes out darkness. One laugh will conquer gloom. One step must start each journey. One word must start each prayer. One hope will raise our spirits. One touch can show you care. One voice can speak with wisdom. One heart can know what's true. One life can make the difference. You see, it's up to you." We have enjoyed this. I highly recommend it. Another one, this was a personal one. I was at it was like a spiritual disciplines retreat they had at our church. And I was just curious about this one author, Joshua Chunmin Kang. The foreword was by Richard Foster. And I've always loved Dallas Willard's writings. And Richard Foster is part of all that. And this one is deep rooted in Christ. I've always loved gardening and have thought about the importance of the soil and the importance of roots being deep. And I've seen that in, as I've been gardening, the importance of addressing those, what's unseen, right? You get a beautiful seen thing when you address what's unseen. And so that's what hit me here. What are the unseen pieces of me? Am I deep rooted in Christ? Am I transformed by the fact that I believe in Him? And this is a book that takes you in there, that helps you see the wilderness moments differently, that helps you see the fact that when you listen well, you can be used by God. It talks about really following people that learn to listen carefully to God's voice and to His Word. It talks a lot about Moses and his moments in the wilderness. It talks about the different gifts we can have, and also the importance of patience and the importance of kindness, and how deep-rootedness in Christ creates this transformed spirit that is very life-giving to others around us. So remember having read this one piece. And I'm going to read this bit that I highlighted because it really helps set the tone for what I wanted to do in my leadership. It said here, "Listen to no man who fails to listen to God. To be a servant of God, we must sharpen our hearing." And then he quotes from C.S. Lewis, The Problem of Pain. "The human spirit will not even begin to try to surrender self-will as long as all seems to be well with it. God whispers to us in our pleasures, speaks in our conscience, but shouts in our pains. It is His megaphone to rouse a deaf world. Pain can be a blessing. It helps us to hear God. Our first duty of love is to listen. Our love matures as we listen." So this helped remind me that I need to be listening carefully to what God's telling me as I'm leading the charge here at Focus on the Family around parenting, but also how I'm leading my home. Do I stop and listen? And that began some retreats for me where I would stop and have my own journal. I would take a pause outside of the campus here at Focus on the Family and just listen. Just say, "Hey, Lord, talk to me. I want to lead well. I want to serve well. I want to serve the team well. I want to lead the team well. I want to serve parents well. I just want to be faithful. I want to obey. I want to be a servant of yours." And that was the chapter right there that really helped me line up that thought that, man, I just need to listen well. If I'm going to be a loving person, and if I'm going to be loving in any of these videos, if I'm going to be loving in anything I lead, if I'm going to be loving in podcasting, which is my goal, then I need to listen first to God. And I need to listen to you guys. I need to listen to my family. I need to be a really good listener. And make sure you guys are sharing things with us, sharing comments. We want to listen to those, be responsive to you. This is a relationship we get to have. I wish you guys could be right here around the table hanging out and I could see your face, but at the very least, I'd love to hear your words and for us to connect with one another. I want to be a good listener. That's my goal. And as I think about the deep rootedness as a father and as a husband, got to make sure I know when to press the pause button of all the other responsibilities so that I'm a loving person by listening carefully, even to the words that were not spoken. What's behind all those? Am I truly present enough to hear the unspoken words? Hope you have a great day.